to Seafan Sports, the sports show that is dedicated to Seattle sports fans. My name is Dave. This is Kevin, and we've got Mariner Weekly. Kevin, I don't know if we have anything to talk about this week because we're going to talk about the Chris Bryant. No, we're going to talk about the Trevor. No, gosh. I mean, there is no way that we could have improved our lineup, correct, Kevin, correct?
Well, we could talk about Matt Olson. Oh, wait a minute.
No, he went to Atlanta
and signed a really nice contract. Good for Matt Olson.
Freddie Freeman. No. Gosh, darn it. So, in your estimations, we're better than we started the week right now. Would you say that's correct, Kevin?
Absolutely 100% better than we were when we started.
100% better. Kevin, all jokes aside, I give this trade that we have with Cincinnati an A++. 2 thumbs up from Kevin, and we're not even talking about thumbs up anymore.
No.
Kevin, how did you like this trade? And why don't you go in a little in depth? First of all, let's talk about Jesse Winker.
I absolutely love this trade. Jerry pulled magic again. You had a team with they wanted to shed payroll. We had a team and needs, and he made it work. I mean, he always seems to pull a rabbit out of his hat. And I would have never thought in a million years we would have got these guys. I mean, we got AU Eugenio. We're going to call him Gino Suarez.
Gino is what he likes.
Yeah.
Gino is what we're going with.
We're going to go with Gino. So we got Gino Suarez and Jesse Winker, and we had to give up Justin Dunn, Jake Fraley, Brandon Williamson, who I'm a huge fan of,
right?
And a player to be named later, or Cash, which I think it's probably going to be Cash because they want money. Now let's go to Jesse.
Yes.
Jesse had a 987 fielding percentage, which everybody talked about how poor his defense was, but a 987 fielding percentage, I thought that's pretty good. So I'm not complaining about his fielding. He is a left-handed thumper. Okay, Jerry calls it a power bat. I'm calling it a thumper. This guy is 28, going to be 28, 29 next year. He's a left fielder, 6'3", 215 pounds. Now, he had a 2.7 WAR last year.
Gotcha.
And in 2021, his numbers, he had a 305 batting average, a 394 OBP, 556 slugging, a 949 OPS. He had 24 home runs and 32 doubles. Now, if you just take him playing against right-handed pitchers, he had 1,072 OPS.
Wow.
This kid is a bopper, a thumper, a bopper, a left-handed power bat, and I couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, Kevin, last year, that was one of anybody wants to go back and listen to some of our previous Seattle Mariner Weeklies. That was what Kevin was wanting through the middle of our lineup all year long. And I could not be more impressed with Winker. I heard him on the 710 yesterday morning, just for a quick second. The guy sounds amazing. I'm excited to hear what he's going to bring to the team. Kevin, tell us a little bit about Gino, because what you and I've talked about is kind of a wash with Kyle Seager. Is that what we're kind of looking at here as far as production goes?
Well, and that's what everybody's thinking and his numbers last year were very similar to Kyle. However, he did have a serious shoulder injury in 2020. And for the most part of last year, he was still injured. He wasn't healthy last year in the beginning of the season. Now he is going to be 30-31. He is a right-handed power bat, in my opinion. He's 5'11", 213 pounds, but he batted a 198 batting average, had a 286 OBP, 428 slugging, and a 718 OPS. He ended the year with 31 home runs and 23 doubles. So it's very similar to Kyle. I think Kyle had a 215 batting average by the time the year was over. So very, very comparable numbers. I think if this guy's healthy, he can hit the numbers that he hit in 2018, 2019. and those are way better. I think this guy is an absolute steal that it could be a huge breakout year, and we got him under contract for a few more years. I love this trade. We got team control on Jesse. We have, 3 years left on Gino. It just couldn't have been a better trade. Not even close.
So this week I was listening to Poto. He's thrilled with our lineup. He basically said this is the lineup that we're going to be going into the year with. Kevin, if we do improve anywhere else, will it be bullpen? Will it be starting pitching? What are you thinking?
Well, I don't know. I still think that he's going to listen to, trades. He's going to try to make the team better. I think there's still a chance for a guy like Trevor Story, if he'll come off as shortstop and play second base. I think there's a shot at Freddie Freeman, even though, it's probably slim to none. But I think that, he's going to keep his ears open and he's going to make decisions. We're still under $100 million on this year on payroll right now. It might be the trade deadline that we spend more money, or we get another power bat, or we get somebody else to help us. I really think they're going to trade for a starting pitcher, a top of the line starting pitcher.
Like a Sean Manaea or a...
Well, I would love to have one of those guys, but I just don't think that the Oakland A's are going to trade to us in our division, in the same division.
Not without Novella Marte.
Exactly. No, they're going to want our entire farm system in order to trade for us. But I think there are other starters out there that could be the top end of the rotation that we could probably get. However, from everything I'm hearing, George Kirby is looking lights out.
Well, so what you're saying is that Kirby could end up being our fifth starter. So it could be Robbie Ray, Marco, Logan Gilbert, Flexen, and then George Kirby as our fifth starter. Do you think that could be a possibility as far as our starting rotation going into the season?
To start the season, no. I think you're probably going to see somebody like a Justice Sheffield. Maybe you're going to see a guy like Matt Brash. Maybe
Tyler Anderson might be coming back.
I don't think so. According to what Jerry's saying, he's not going to go after an into the rotation starter.
Okay.
So I think he's going to stay in-house and go from there. We got some quality pitchers coming up, and we got some, we got Ian McKinney that's still in AAA as well, and that could come up. So I think we have starters that could pitch to be your fifth starter. But listening to Jerry, I mean, he talked about Robbie Ray. He talked about Logan Gilbert. I mean, this is the order he mentioned their names. He talked about Marco. He talked about Chris Flexen. I mean, for the starting four pitchers, I'll take that all day long. I mean, that's just a solid lineup.
And then our bullpen is even looking better, correct, Kevin?
In my opinion, our bullpen's better, with Anthony Munoz and, Ken Giles. I mean, you got those two guys, and they're just lights out. So I think our bullpen's better. I think our power numbers are better. I think everything about our team is improved. I mean, you got a Cy Young award leading the team off. So, yeah, boy, I think we're going to see a huge improvement from Jared Kelnick. I think we're going to see a huge improvement from Cal Raleigh. And we haven't even mentioned Adam Frazier. I mean, that guy was an all-star last year as well. We got a Cy Young and 2 all-star players last year on our team from this so far this year. And Gino was an all-star in 2018, I think it was.
Right. So Kevin, let me ask you this. Is there any position on this team that you feel is a little bit weak? Just out of my thinking right now, I think our center field, I think we've got tons of left and right fielders. A possibility that our center field position, do we have somebody that's able to cover the range and be that center fielder? Is it Taylor Trammell? I mean, what do you guys think as far as the center field position goes?
I think it's going to be a combination of Kyle Lewis, Jared Kelnick, and Julio Rodriguez. I think Julio is going to start the year in AAA unless he just is lights out in spring training, and they're going to start him out in center field in AAA. So he's going to get plenty of playing time. He's getting tons of practice in the minors right now, or spring training, in center field. So I think that they really, really like this kid and they're going to play him. But right now it's going to be Jared Kelnick. And when Kyle Lewis comes back, they're saying he's not going to be ready to start the season, but I would see that.
Any possibility Brian Reynolds is a Seattle Mariner by the end of the next couple of weeks?
I would love to see that. I just don't think so. I think we have a better shot at getting, Seiya Suzuki than we do Brian Reynolds, but either one of those guys, I wouldn't mind. I think it's going to be a challenge bringing another outfielder in when you've got a ton already.
Right.
And we're not even talking about, Deloche. I mean, he's not very far out from coming up either. So, yeah, I mean, we got some impressive young players. And, boy, they're talking about Marte and during spring training just coming in. I think he's like 6'3" now, and he's just just a solid walking muscle. So,
well, not only that, but Julio, I guess, grew an inch over the summer.
Yeah, I'm telling you, these guys, we're going to have a outstanding team. I think this year we definitely have a playoff caliber team this year. And we're just going to keep getting better every year.
Yeah, the future is bright. Yep. Kevin, is there anything else on your mind?
No, I'm so excited about all this stuff. I'm keeping I can't stop looking at Twitter and listening to 710 and just, going crazy. Not only is it baseball, but it's, it's free agent period for football. So, I mean, it's just going crazy. And well,
we'll save that for another podcast.
Well, yeah, I totally agree with that, but it's just like, I'm having fun right now, man. So.
Well, all right, you guys, what we'd like to hear now is any concerns or any kind of accolades that you have for our rotation, our lineup that we have, and the bullpen, if that's your complaint or your thumbs up. Make sure you put that in the comment section down below. And if you guys can do us a huge favor, make sure that if you've made it all the way through this video and you have not became a subscriber, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that we can go ahead and give you the content. Make sure that you turn your notification bells on, and don't forget to give us thumbs up or thumbs down. You do what you got to do. And Kevin, I'm giving you a thumbs up as we peace out. Talk to you later, my man.
Go Mariners.
All right.